afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Matlack Messer Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Earlham men's soccer. Great to have you with us as the Quakers will take on the Yellow Jackets of Defiance. Quakers coming in at 1-9-1 on the season, currently 1-1-1 in the HCAC. Last time out, they lost a tough, or I should say they tied Transylvania in double overtime by a final of 1-1, and Defiance, they're off to a pretty good start as they look toward a possible tournament berth in the HCAC tournament. Defiance coming in at 6-4-2. They're 2-1 in the HCAC. They've won 2 out of their last 3, and their last time out, they beat Transylvania by a final of 2-1. It's been a pretty even series over the last 5 seasons. We'll talk about these two as they continue to battle it out in conference play here this afternoon. It's a cold afternoon. It is also a rather windy and cloudy day here at Matlack Messer Stadium. We'll come back, talk about the numbers. We'll put these two teams next to one another and see how they compare in today's matchup. We'll do that coming up in just a couple of moments. This is the pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Back once again here at Matlack Messer Stadium as we get set for today's matchup. Defiance, the Yellow Jackets again coming in at 2-1 in the HCAC. They've won 2 out of their last 3. Offensively, they will look better today, at least on paper. The Quakers still struggling to get offense going so far this season. Again, a 1-1 draw against Transient, double overtime. Their last time out, the Quakers need to put a little more pressure on the opposing goalkeeper and the opposing defense here this afternoon. They've only managed 109 shots so far in their first 11 matches of the season. That is less than 10 shots per contest and only 10 goals in their first 11 contests as well. Their shot percentage still down at .092, and their shots on goal only at 45. So they're about halfway of what Defiance comes in here this afternoon when you look at the shots on goal and even the shots on goal percentage. Quakers at only 41%, and the shots on goal for Defiance today at 56%. So the Quakers defensively will be challenged again here today, but the last time we were here, Nicola Manny did an excellent job in goal for the Quakers, and they'll expect the same thing here today. Defiance, their shots on goal percentage at .139, 88 shots on goal so far this season, and they come in with 22 goals, so they have more than double more than double the Quakers in the amount of goals they have scored so far this season. Look for Liam Hall. He's so far this year having a pretty good year, 4 goals and 4 assists on the season. He leads the way for Defiance, and also Christian Meester, 5 goals, 2 assists. Mila Sutton at 3 goals and 1 assist. And we will see in goal this afternoon, I believe it will be Musgrave. We'll check that out here as far as their goalkeeper. If it is Musgrave, when we get to the starting lineups, it is Musgrave. Musgrave, 18 goals given up so far, a 1.47 goals against average, 67 saves, a 79% save percentage. He is 5-3-2 on the season, and he has 4 shutouts coming into this one here this afternoon. In the most recent series between these two teams, Defiance won last year 2-1. That snapped a 3-match winning streak for the Quakers. Earlham had won in 2015 1-0. They shut out Defiance in 2014 2-0. Quakers won back in 2013 2-1 in double overtime, and then back in 2012 they tied at 1 also in double overtime. So that sets the table. The Quakers and the Yellow Jackets ready to do battle here this afternoon. As we mentioned, the coldest day we've had. Temperature started out in the lower 70s earlier today. That front moved through. Everybody bundled up pretty quickly as we have now seen the temperatures fall into the 60s. In fact, probably even the lower 60s here this afternoon for this conference contest. When we come back in a couple of moments, we will get this underway from Matlack Messer Stadium on the campus of Earlham College. This is the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, we've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Let's go ahead and give you the starters today for Defiance. Clay Musgrave again will be in goal here this afternoon. He'll be joined by Nick Starosta. Also, Jaron Casto getting the start. Andrew Brown. Vuyu DeBelle will also start today for Defiance. Liam Hall, Christian Meester, Mark Williams, Milas Sutton, Bennett Pack, and Dante Mosley. For the Quakers, Nicola Manny gets the start in goal. Micah Rowland, Paget Gustafson also starting today. Liam Ferguson, Yuki Adams, Michael Black, Nicholas Dye, Hunter Huber, Haki Johnson, Drew Fitzgibbon, and Jeremy Doye starting today for the Quakers. So those are your starters. We'll come back and get this one underway in a moment. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can save up to $7,000 on every Cherokee in stock. Or lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude from only $218 a month for 24 months. Or how about saving over $5,000 on most Pacifica and Grand Caravan models in stock? Drive in for savings during the savings drive at Wetzel Chrysler Richmond.
We're back once again here at Matlack Messer Stadium as we are ready to get this one underway. The Quakers will be in their all-maroon here this afternoon. For Defiance, they will be in their gold tops and white pants. So we will get you going here in just a couple of moments as the Yellow Jackets will be attacking from right to left, Quakers from left to right here in the first half of play. By the way, I'm sad to say the United States ended up losing in the qualifying for the World Cup. I've told men already they were cheated at some point, had to have been cheated in that match. So I've said it, men, I'm going on record. You remember that. All he could do is shake his head.
Let's do number 12!
You're what? You're nodding. Kickoff will belong to Defiance. We're ready to go. We'll give you the standings in the HCAC standings in just a couple of moments. Right now, Quakers just outside of a possible playoff opportunity as we get closer and closer to the end of the season. Still a lot of soccer to be played, but they got to get things going here relatively quickly, and that's why today's matchup is an important one for the Earlham men's soccer team. Defiance trying to move themselves also into position in the HCAC as they continue to look to move up the standings. We'll get to that again coming up in a couple of moments. Great to have you with us this afternoon, as here's Drew Fitzgibbon on the near side for the Quakers, and that will go out of play. You'll see Dante Mosley with a throw-in. That is Mila Sutton here on the near side for Defiance. Quakers have just 2 more home matches after today. They'll play Hanover and Franklin October 18th and October 21st. And 3 more road matches to go as well. So you want to win these matchups at home and then maybe steal a couple on the road if you do get an opportunity. Nice throw in here on the near side, as that one will be headed right to Nico Manny there for the Quakers. But a good throw in by Defiance. Christian Meester here on the near side on that throw-in for the Yellow Jackets, as this ball will get into Defiance territory for the first time today. Quakers on the attack the other way, and there is your keeper, Clay Musgrave, and the Quakers make their first look toward the goal. That was Micah Rowland with the left-footed kick, as we'll head the other way. Musgrave, the line drive kick to midfield, and Defiance now goes on the attack as this ball just outside the box and quickly out of play. Michael Black hustling back to get that one out of play, and the Quakers will get a chance to reset on defense. Well, right now Transylvania and Hanover, both teams undefeated. In fact, what a year Transylvania's had, and Quakers will have to go to Transylvania October 25th, but they are undefeated overall at 10-0. Another nice throw in here on the near side. They've been strong, Defiance, on their 2 throw-ins, and with the right foot on the kick that time was Liam Hall for Defiance. And the Quakers able to play good defensively, and the ball will be brought back to midfield and beyond, as this will head toward Musgrave, who will put a right leg into this one and send it high in the air, and a great ball that time by Musgrave. Just outside the box as the Yellow Jackets look to go on the attack, and that's a long ball kicked high and wide off of the right foot once again. And boy, I tell you, Liam Hall very strong. We saw him on the throw-in, and a good kick as well there for the Yellow Jackets. So Nico Manny again here for the Quakers. But again, with Transylvania and Hanover both at 3-0. Quakers will see that Hanover squad here on October 18th. You want to mark that down for a 3:30 contest. Quakers have a player go down. Looks like that might be Adams in the circle, as the ball will go out of bounds here to the near side, and we will see the Quakers with a throw-in. That'll be Hunter Huber now for the Quakers. Quakers will play this safe down in the corner, as here is Huber with the right leg and right in front of the goal in this score, and I think that's Yuki Adams. So the assist will go to Hunter Huber, and Yuki Adams put himself in excellent position right in front of the goal, and he was the one that was slow to get up. He was trailing the entire play back at midfield. He'd gone down. And perhaps the Yellow Jackets forgot that he was there, and the Quakers get on the board first here in the first half of play, as Yuki Adams will get the Quakers on the board. And Earlham able to score in less than 5 minutes into this one. So a good start for the Quakers here this afternoon. Again, the assist will go to Hunter Huber. And Yuki Adams with the goal here today. For Yuki Adams, that will be his first goal of the year. So now the Quakers back in control as they will work it to midfield. There's Adams, looks to tap that one in the middle, and the ball high in the air. Musgrave there. Gustafson there for the Quakers. Now Defiance back on the counterattack as we'll work to the far side. I have to check the last time. In fact, Earlham, if any of the games we have done here, that might be the fastest goal they have scored the entire season. And now Defiance looks to get that ball ahead. They were looking toward Jaron Casto, nothing there. Quakers again able to defend well, and here's Mosley now to the near side. Mosley will work it back out front now to Williams. And Defiance will try to shift things over to the right side. Vuyu DeBelle there for the Yellow Jackets. Ball lifted again toward midfield. And Gustafson again will send it deep. Here come the Quakers. Here's Nicholas Dye. Nicholas tried to tap that one back. Will keep the possession on the box as he will look toward the middle. And on the right side, that one kicked hard by Fitzgibbon, but wild. And the ball goes back outside. Defiance tries to take it the opposite way. Here is Sutton once again, and now the Yellow Jackets go on the counterattack here at midfield. The pitch today will be a little bit wet. We've had rain over the last couple of days. See how that'll affect either team here this afternoon from a footing standpoint, but so far it has not affected the Quakers. Gustafson will put that one ahead, and Defiance quickly back to clear that one away. And they couldn't quite get it out of bounds. Andrew Brown had put a right foot into it, but it stays in play. And the ball comes back out again near midfield. That's a Vuyu again, DeBelle. Vuyu DeBelle has been active so far here at midfield for Defiance. Quakers get the stop there as we'll come back outside the box and works again to the near side. Castro, take that back. That's DeBelle once again. Here's DeBelle now to the near side. DeBelle being patient. Now Mosley. Mosley with a right hooker on that one as that one hits the top of the box and quickly back out. That might have been Michael Black there for the Quakers, able to knock that one back out front. So good defense again for the Quakers. And now Earlham will look to set things up once again. That is Nico Manny with the right leg on the line drive back to midfield as we are under the 39-minute mark once again here in the first half of play. 50-50 ball as Gustafson unable to come up with that one. Here is Hunter Huber back to the middle, and again we'll go back and forth as Michael Black will tap that one with his head to Nico Manny. Manny will lift this one high in the air. There's another 50-50 ball. No one able to come down with that one clean. In fact, it was Mark Williams there for Defiance. And I believe we have our first foul right there as they'll bring this back out. That'll go against the Yellow Jackets. So they commit the foul, and the Quakers have the kick from the spot of the foul. Quakers lead it 1-0 here in the first half. The goal by none other than Yuki Adams. Again back to midfield. Doyer there for Earlham. Here is Gustafson again. He'll tap this one ahead as the Quakers attack to the middle. Yuki Adams unable to catch up with it. DeBelle with the steal, and we will head the other way. Here come the Yellow Jackets again near side. That is Hunter Huber. Tried to clear it back out front to Drew Fitzgibbon. Ball will come out of bounds, and the Quakers have a throw-in. Gustafson again starts to approach that one with the right leg, and now they'll set it back up as the Quakers dump it behind and will look to attack to the opposite side. As pointed out a little bit ago, the Quakers may be without Aiden Clemmer. We believe he's the player that may be. So Clemmer's not on crutches? Who is it? Well, anyway, we don't see Aiden Clemmer. We do see a player for the Quakers that is on crutches, but we haven't identified him yet. Who is it, 22? Or number 2? Yeah, Fitzgibbon is out there. We're looking for everyone. So Aiden he's in jeans, so he's not playing today. In fact, there are about 3 or 4 guys over there that are in street clothes, including one on crutches. We haven't any official word on who that is. That is Cachetas. He's the one in. Okay, so the backup goalkeeper, Cachetas, is in. Thank you. You want these? No. Ball played at midfield once again, just over 35 minutes. Quakers have a throw-in once again. And I believe we have the no signal that has been coming up on our screen fixed as well as the Quakers again. Here's Huber. Yuki Adams. Huber took a shot here on the near side from one of the Defiance players and went down. No whistle there as Defiance unable to clear that one at midfield. And boy, you're seeing a couple of players now start to slip around here at Matlack Messer Stadium. We mentioned the rain we've received over the last couple of days, probably making things a little bit soft here this afternoon as Earlham back on the counter attack, lifting to the near side to Fitzgibbon. He's unable to bring that one down. It'll go out of play, and we'll have a throw-in here for the Yellow Jackets. Quakers' leading scorer, Nicholas Dye. We have a couple of changes already for Defiance, as we will see number 33 and 28 come in. 33 is Hunter Kaufman, and Logan Groves is number 28. So Groves is out of Wadsworth, Ohio. He is a freshman midfielder. And Kaufman out of St. Paris, Ohio. And he is also a freshman. Ball battled for here at midfield as it goes out of play. That was Fitzgibbon on the near side along with Milas Sutton. Quakers a throw-in, as you will see Huber with a throw-in. He'll play it safe to Yuki Adams, and Adams trying to get it to the near side to Fitzgibbon, and that goes out of play. So Defiance is Dante Mosley high in the air to Casto on the near side. Casto, boy, he slipped again right there, and that'll go against the Quakers as Doyer was called on the foul. But again, we just saw Jaron Casto take a big chunk out of the turf a little bit ago, so he went down. And we have now seen the Yellow Jackets have a couple of players that have gone down on this soft turf here this afternoon. This is Liam Hall. The wave will come from the right. Hall lifts that high in the air on the back header, and a nice save by Nico Manny. So Manny comes up with a nice save. That's a good ball again by Liam Hall. And Hall has been, in fact, he had a couple of nice throw-ins earlier, and that's a really good ball there by Liam Hall again. Quakers get it to Rowland. He's looking ahead to Yuki Adams. Back to Rowland. Now it'll be Dye. Dye has that one carry him high in the air as it ricocheted off of a Defiance defender. Musgrave there to pick it up, and he's going to try to clear it here to the near side, and Quakers defensively have Hunter Huber there. And the ball comes back to midfield, and Hall again, strong leg and a good ball, but too far out of the reach of his teammate on the right side. And we're coming up on the 31-minute mark now here in this first half of play. DeBelle once again there for the Yellow Jackets. And we will set it behind as the Yellow Jackets will find Mosley again. Tries to work it through the middle. There's a push from behind as Michael Black went down. And that should have been obvious as Casto gets called for the foul. He had a huge push right in the back of Michael Black. So now the Quakers will bring Nico Manny all the way out from his keeper position to put this one into play. He too has a strong leg, and the back header by Fitzgibbon, and Yuki Adams goes down, and Adams the last to touch it, and Andrew Brown, a little physical play against Yuki Adams. So now the Yellow Jackets back on offense. Good look at Miles Sutton here on the near side. Yellow Jackets go on the attack. That is Casto to the far side. Can't catch up with it. He and Hockey Johnson there for the Quakers. 15 minutes into this one. Quakers got the early goal within the first 5 minutes and again lead this one 1-0 as Earlham back on the attack. Here's Dye. Dylos to play this thing in the middle. Taps it near side. Fitzgibbon ahead. Fitzgibbon tried to fight off the defender. Coming out will be Musgrave. He will jump on the ball right in front of Fitzgibbon. Well, that's the kind of crowd you need right there on the near side as Fitzgibbon also getting a little bit of a push, but able to play through the physicality of that play. And so again, we'll see the Yellow Jackets go back on offense. Quakers able to stop it. Good job by Doyer at midfield. Here we go again as this one with the right leg by Nicholas Dye, and he misses that one wide to the left, but did not have a real clean look on the attempt for the Quakers as we're coming up on the 29-minute mark here in the first half. There is still discussion in this box about what happened in the United States in the World Cup, and I have my theories, but men, I'll leave them to you. Just bad. Quakers again able to stop the attack by Defiance as Dye, therefore Earlham looks back and will reset things as Earlham again will make the Yellow Jackets chase a little bit here on defense. Ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a throw in here for the Quakers. Johnson able to get the throw in. Roland to Doyer. And again, Roland looking across the pitch now to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon will run down the loose ball in the corner, takes a bump again. Fitzgibbon to the end line, and that will go out of play. And they will say that this will go back over to the Yellow Jackets. So Defiance playing much more physical here in the first half. Again, trailing this one 1-0. That is Musgrave. That'll hang up a little bit. The wind has held that ball up a couple of times. The header by Mosley. And again, this one will sail all the way back into Defiance territory where Andrew Brown will clear it out of bounds right in front of Drew Fitzgibbon. So another throw-in for the Quakers, and this will be Hunter Huber. Gustafson to Huber. Back to Gustafson. A little give and go on the near side. Gustafson, a chance right here. Looks to the middle. Ball knocked down. Still in the box. Dye can't get that one with the left foot. Quakers, another good opportunity as the ball comes all the way back out front. DeBelle there for the Yellow Jackets will chase this one to the far sideline. Quakers get Johnson over there in position to get the takeaway. And here come the Quakers back on the counterattack. Doyer again. Yuki Adams falls to the turf. He got bumped from behind as again Defiance got away with a little bit of a push. That was Logan Groves. Here's the lead, and that'll be an offsides against Defiance. They had Casto out in front. Nico Manny now will put it back into play for the Quakers. Here is Yuki Adams. Yuki, near side, Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon will look back to the middle, and Adams trailing the play. Can't catch up with it. In fact, that pass a little bit behind him. Here is Huber once again, rolling right now to Musgrave. And we'll see the Yellow Jackets back on offense. Well, right now we thought, at least from a physicality standpoint, I would think maybe that the Yellow Jackets are a little more physical, but the Quakers have been much more active on the offensive side so far here in the first half. Yellow Jackets able to Bring that ball back here to the near side. That is Sutton looking for his teammate. Here's Mosley. Liam Hall right behind him. Mosley takes a look, puts a leg into this one, and that's just high, and a good ball again by Mosley. He had a pretty good look and a long ball. And we have a change as the Quakers will now make a change on their side. Leaving the game will be Fitzgibbon, and coming in will be Voya Tatarovich for the Quakers. Voya, one of the leading scorers, and again, Drew Fitzgibbon will sit down as we are under the 25-minute mark here in the first half. After this, we head to the Athletics and Wellness Center volleyball team in action coming up tonight as well as they continue to play well. Here come the Quakers. Voya knocked to the turf by Mosley, and they will get Mosley on the foul. Volleyball tonight will begin at 7:30. Quakers will set that ball right at the spot of the foul as you see Yuki Adams there for the Quakers. Just a two-man wall put up right there for Defiance to see where Adams will try to place this ball as he puts a nice spin on that one. Quakers had two there. In fact, Nicholas Dye was right in front of the goal and unable to come away with it. So the Yellow Jackets back on the counterattack as they look to midfield. Here's Groves, near side. Again, there for the Quakers, Yuki Adams. Here's Nicholas again looking for his teammate, and that was Micah Rowland, knocked down by Musgrave. Nice save by Musgrave, and a nice kick as well by Micah Rowland. Boy, this Quaker team much more aggressive on the offensive side than we have probably seen the entire season so far. The Quakers that have played here at home, at least, as Tony Huber back to the middle. Gustafson once again on the dribble, taken away by Groves. Michael Black there, he not afraid to go one-on-one with Christian Meester as the ball comes back into Defiance territory, lifted by Brown. And again, the Yellow Jackets will try to set it up from there as we come up on the 22-minute mark here in the first half. Header by Huber. They're going to get Casto, I believe, a little bit of a shove from behind on Liam Ferguson. Yellow Jackets will be making a change here in a couple of moments. See coming in, number 17, Maxwell Alvarado. He is out of Muncie, Indiana, played at Muncie Burris High School. There is Nico Manny again with another nice ball and quickly kicked all the way back outside. This will give Defiance an opportunity right here. Meester near side on the dribble. Nice job by Voya to knock that one out of play. So coming out of the lineup will be Milas Sutton, number 11. And again, as we mentioned, coming into the lineup, number 17, Maxwell Alvarado. Alvarado, just another freshman. So they brought in 3 freshmen here in the first half. Throw in by Mosley.
Pressure. Get it, Hunter. Nice.
Deep in the corner, that was intended for Alvarado, goes out of play, and back over again to the Quakers. Well, Earlham has done a nice job both on defense, and again, you have to be impressed by the way they played on offense. They really put the pressure on Musgrave and this Defiance defense here in the first half. Just something is going to change from a standpoint of how they played offensively. If you look back at all their home matchups so far this year, the Quakers have scored just 1, 3, 4 goals all season long here at home. So they have not been very good at home. Ball played at midfield here. Again are the Yellow Jackets. Good job by Liam Hall until he goes down, and they're going to get Hall on the foul. Hall is sitting on Michael Black. But they will say that Hall committed the foul. Nico Manny once again. Nico's had some good kicks to put the Quakers in position as that header. And Mosley able to reverse that one again. Here's Huber. Huber went down, and this will be cleared out of bounds. But last touch by the Quakers. Liam Hall there again for the Yellow Jackets. 1-0 Quakers on top. We made it into the 20-minute mark. That one ball centered right in the box, and this one hit well, but too high by Alvarado, number 17. So Alvarado coming in, trying to get the match tied up at 1 apiece. And now down to 19 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ball again played to the far side. That'll be Johnson, able to keep that in play. And the Quakers will find Rowland. Dye once again back to Rowland. Yuki Adams looking ahead and had his teammate there for just a moment. The pass a little bit too far out in front of Michael Rowland. He can't catch up with that one. So now the ball goes back over to the Yellow Jackets. DeBelle. He will find Casto now to the middle once again as Groves tried to bring it through the circle, taken away by Gustafson, and now the Quakers go back on the counterattack. Here is Dye looking to the middle as always, lifting high in the air, and a good ball, but it went too far to the near side, and Voya able to keep it in play? No, as that goes out of bounds. Good hustle by Voya here on the near side. Not a bad ball that time by Nicholas Dye, just a little bit too far out of his reach as this one again out of play. On the near side is Alvarado unable to keep it in between the white lines as again Alvarado peeling back, helping his teammate Groves. And the ball will go to the far side and eventually out of play where the Yellow Jackets again have a throw-in. No one there to help out on the throw-in until it was really too late as Yuki Adams there for the Quakers, and they'll go back to Michael Rowland. Here is Dye up the sideline. Dye trying to work back to the middle. Good job as he goes down. In fact, the defender coming up gets kicked, I believe, in the back of the head. Jacob Ragula, who is checked into the lineup, has gone down. He took a shot in the back of the head, and he went down. So we will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 1-0, 17:03 remaining here in the first half.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Ford. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can lease a 2017 Fusion S for only $249 a month for 36 months. Or lease a 2018 Flex for only $339 a month for 36 months. Or save over $4,500 and get 1.9% APR for 60 months on our huge selection of F-150 XLTs. Drive in for great savings during the Savings Drive at Wetzel Ford Richmond.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Players okay. That again was Jacob Ragula who went down. I think he got kicked in the head when Nicholas Dye made his move back to the inside. And there you see where we stand again in the first half. Quakers got that first goal of the match. Yuki Adams off the assist from Hunter Huber. That was within the first 5 minutes of this one. And that's where we stand as the Yellow Jackets, I think, a little frustrated here in this first half. Quakers have just simply played extremely well here in the first half of play. So we have made it under the 17-minute mark. Here is Alvarado now to the near side, unable to get it by Michael Black. Black, one of the top defenders in the HCAC, able to get the stop there as Alvarado unable to come up with that one. Here's Meester looking to the far side, but no one there. Back the Yellow Jackets, everybody else other than Casto, they were all playing all the way back to midfield and beyond. So the attack, there was virtually no one there to help out on that pass by Meester here on the near side. So we come up on the 16-minute mark, and the Quakers head the other way. Pass intended for Roland off the right foot of Gustafson. Quakers again to midfield. Gustafson looking for Nicholas Dye. There is Yuki Adams. Roland on a foot chase for the loose ball, and that'll be cleared out of bounds by Andrew Brown, hustling back to make sure that the Yellow Jackets were able to stop that attack. Last touched by the Quakers, so again, Earlham will have a chance to go back on defense and try to get reset once again. As you'll see, Clay Musgrave put it in play for the Yellow Jackets. Well, Earlham again got off to a slow start. A lot of the reasoning behind that, the amount of injuries that they suffered early, especially when you consider their goalkeeping was pretty much depleted. They ended up with 6 or 7 different players in goal after it was all said and done, but having Nico Manny back has been a huge lift for this Quaker soccer team, so they're playing much better. You can see that in their numbers already, and they can concentrate more on trying to score than having to worry about their keeper. That ball comes out of bounds as Hunter Huber a throw-in, and boy, I tell you again, Earlham, the whole attack today has been just different than what we have seen so far, and I can't emphasize that enough as Earlham has been the aggressor on offense so far. Adams ahead of the play. They'll get Adams on the foul as Bennett Pack went down on the pitch, and so back over again to Defiance. Yellow Jackets had mentioned they won 2 out of their last 3. They shut out Franklin 2-0. They beat Bluffton in overtime, a 2-1 contest, and then, of course, they lose to a very good Transylvania team 2-1 their last time out. But they played well against the Pioneers. Here's Mosley. That ball out of play is not played well by Alvarado on the near side. Alvarado just outside the box. I think he was working that time against Hunter Huber, and Huber came up and deflected that ball. Then it eventually, again, was not kicked well by Alvarado, the freshman out of Muncie. New player in again for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like that is number 22. Is that 22? Quinlan Armstrong. He's out of Kettering, Ohio. Armstrong is a junior. Thirteen minutes remaining, 13 plus here in the first half of play. Yellow Jackets will have a throw-in, I believe, here on the near side as we're waiting to see. There he is as he finally comes into view. As that goes out of play, that was Meester here on the near side with the throw-in. Not as good as we have seen earlier by Liam Hall. And we'll have a corner now. And this will be Liam Hall. Now, Hall has done a nice job. We saw a couple of his kicks earlier. It's a line drive kick, and of course when we say he's done a good job on the kicks, not as good that time. Hall lines up and fires this one, and that will go off of Vojtatojevic there for the Quakers, and this ball again all the way to the near side and eventually will come out of play, where the Yellow Jackets will have a throw-in. Dante Mosley on the throw-in. Boy, there for the Quakers is Tatarovich coming off the bench. As Adams goes down, he is going to get the foul call. Official talking to a couple of the Defiance players. One of those was Quinlan Armstrong, who just came in. The other one was Logan Groves. And the Yellow Jackets again will have a kick from the spot of the foul, high in the air. The backheader there by Gustafson for the Quakers, and that ball available either way as it comes back out to midfield. And Bennett Pack there, he along with Nicholas Dye get hooked up at midfield, and they will call that against Dye as we are at 11 minutes remaining now here in the first half. So far, the Yellow Jackets, very few attempts against Nico Manny this afternoon. It has been a good day for this Earlham defense, as Defiance has just not had many opportunities here in the first half of play. 50-50 ball available as there's the header by Ferguson. Ferguson comes back, does it again. It came right back to him. Here's Armstrong. Yellow Jackets unable to control as the Quakers will go on the counterattack once again. Nicholas Dye, boy, we've seen him do this time and time again as he'll try to get the Quakers in position. Voya to the near side, able to keep that one down. Tried the left foot and nothing there as this ball cleared again. And that is Groves sending it deep in Earlham territory near the sideline. Michael Black able to hustle back. Here's Mosley on the throw into the near sideline. Quakers, if they can hold on and win here today, a huge win it would be. It would put them at 2-1-1 in the conference as Nicholas on the chase. Dye looking again with the left foot, knocked away by Musgrave as that one caroms back outside the box. Dye able to hustle after that one, and his teammate Michael Rowland there as well. Rowland to Dye, back to Rowland. Rowland in the box, looking to the middle, and just out of the reach of Yuki Adams and cleared away. And tell you what, almost looked like Quinlan Armstrong was trying to score for the Quakers. Got a change now for the Quakers, number 11, checking in for Earlham. We will see Nicholas Dye sit down. He's going to get a much-needed rest as the Quakers have a corner now as Rowland puts that one in play. Here is another right foot attempt by, and a long-range attempt by Hunter Huber as Musgrave stretching out as far as he could. That was on the right post. And the Quakers almost made this 2-0. So now the Yellow Jackets trying to get something going here before the end of the first half as the ball played past midfield, and Doyer there defensively again. Boy, Doyer's been active on that side for the Quakers here in the first half, as well as it will eventually go out of play and a quick throw in by the Yellow Jackets. Getting ahead of the field is Meester. As Meester on the right side, he will shove from behind. He got everything against Liam Ferguson. Number 9 will be the one. Number 9 on the foul. That again is Meester. Well, that is something. If you look at the way this is being played here today, Defiance has been more physical since the opening kickoff. But the Quakers have been better in execution offensively. And their style of play, I think, has been a little bit different. They've been the aggressor on offense. Near side is Albardo unable to keep up with a good job there by Huber to take it away from him. Boy is going to keep that in play as he puts a right leg into it. And there is Musgrave coming out from his goal to knock that one out of bounds. So a couple of changes again for the Quakers. We will see into the lineup now. For the Quakers, number 17. That is going to be Brevin Smith. Coming in for the Yellow Jackets will be number 35, Juan Olvera. Olvera is out of Harrison High School in West Lafayette, Indiana. Gustafson unable to control that one at the top of the box, and this will be cleared all the way into Earlham territory. Knocked down by Manny off the left foot attempt by Meester. Boy, Nicola Manny's may have seen his best stop so far today on that attempt by Meester. As we come up on the 6-minute mark here in the first half of play. Quakers have Ferguson awaiting. Quakers can play more control right here if they need to. They again have been able to be in control offensively for most of the day, and boy, the Quakers had a player go down. That was a hard hit. Foul's going to go against number 4. That is Andrew Brown. So Brown picks up the foul, and that was a nasty fall. So now the Quakers will have a kick from the spot of the foul, and that'll be Yuki Adams. So Yuki Adams again will put it into play. Quakers unable to get that one, as was predicted just a little bit ago. Ball got to play on the far side, and once again the Yellow Jackets quickly try to get this back into play. They want to get something on the board if they possibly can before we head to the locker room in the next 5 minutes. Here's another 50-50 ball there as Liam Hall with the back header, and again Quakers able to clear it past midfield. Oh, another player goes down. That might have been Mosley there for the Yellow Jackets. This one high in the air. Adams tipping it inside. Ball still loose, and boy, there's bodies all over the place and too much trying to pass it back and forth. Brevin Smith was right in the middle of that mix, and instead of someone taking a shot on goal, they were looking to pass it within 4 or 3 feet of each other. That will go against Jaron Casto for the Yellow Jackets. Johnson will put it in play for the Quakers just in front of the Defiance bench. Is this one a good ball? And Mosley will put a front head into this one. That one hit deep and wide to the right off of Jeremy Doyer's leg, and we will head the other way. We mentioned volleyball coming up later tonight. We'll be on the air at around 7:20 this evening as the Quakers hit the Athletics and Wellness Center. You can read the preview on that game on GoEarlham.com as Earlham continues again to set a lot of different records early, as in fact for the longest time the Quakers had not won a conference game, snapped a 63-match streak at one point as the Yellow Jackets able to clear it into the box. Ferguson. Here's Adams, back to the middle. Tatarvich looking again to Adams on the near side. That pass a little bit out of his reach. And run down here on the near side is Andrew Brown, unable to keep it in play. And once again, we'll see Hunter Huber with a throw-in. Yuki Adams trying to get it to Voya. Going over the back of Olvera was Hunter Huber. And here come the Quakers back on the attack again, and Defiance able to come back, get a steal. That is Logan Groves. Here come the Quakers once again. Gustafson to the near side. Tatarvich. That one tapped toward the post on the far side. Too far for the Quakers. Yuki Adams again with the left foot into the box. Knocked down by Brown. Quakers continue to play this well in the attacking third, and we'll see Huber get called for the foul for the Quakers after Mosley went down. And we have now made it under the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Olvera near side, back to the middle. Pass intended for Meester on the near side, goes out of play once again. So 90 seconds remaining, and it looks like we're going to head to the locker room 1-0 in this one. The goal was scored in the first 5 minutes. And boy, Yuki Adams, I remember it well, trailing the play, and he got knocked down at midfield. And the Yellow Jackets apparently forgot he was back there, and once he recovered, Hunter Huber saw him back in the middle, and Yuki Adams able to get the goal rather easily. As Manny will have that one roll into his awaiting arms, and we're down to a minute remaining. Could be the final attack right here for the Quakers. Boy, they're dribbling quickly up the pitch to the middle. Here's Adams near side to Toyvich. Able to stop it there. Looks back to the middle. It'll give and go, and out of the reach is Voya. Can't get to that one, but a pretty good effort there by Johnson. And we're coming up on 30 seconds here in the first half of play. Defiance also unable to do anything as Olvera here on the near side can't control it. There is Musgrave. He's going to try to clear it out of there. Musgrave didn't get a very good leg on that one. Quakers still have a chance. Here's Todorovic, and he can't get to it as it'll come to the near side again and will go out of play. And we have made it to halftime, but the Quakers look like a different team on offense. The numbers will probably show it once we get to the locker room, as well as Earlham has done a much better job here in the first half of playing aggressive on offense. 1-0 at halftime in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll come back with your first half numbers in a moment. This is Earlham Men's Soccer on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665. Go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We are back at halftime, and on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers lead this one 1-0 over the Yellow Jackets. And we already mentioned that that goal came within the first 3 minutes or so. We'll say within 5, but it was at 3:17 as the Quakers got Yuki Adams. And I'll go back to the scenario. He had got knocked down just past the midfield stripe on Earlham's side of the attack, and he was a little slow getting up. The ball that came actually to the right near side where we're located, and that's where Hunter Huber saw Yuki Adams trailing the play, and I think Defiance just lost him. And Yuki got right in front of the keeper, Clay Musgrave, and a really nice goal for the Quakers to get that one very early, and that's all we've had so far, but that was a nice play, especially when you think about Hunter Huber, his vision on the near side to see Adams coming in late for the Quakers. We mentioned from a shot standpoint that the numbers would be in favor of the Quakers, and they were, as Earlham had 9 shots in the opening half, Defiance only 4. There were just 2 corners, one by Defiance and one by Earlham. Defiance had 3 saves, Earlham with 1, and there were 17 total fouls in the first half. Earlham had 9, and Defiance finished with 8. for the Yellow Jackets, of the 4 shots in the first half, Liam Hall had 1, Christian Meester had 1, Dante Mosley 1, and Maxwell Alvarado ended up with a single shot again in the first half of play. Nicholas Dye's done a pretty good job getting the Quakers in scoring position all afternoon. Dye with 4 shots in the first half, easily outdistancing anyone else on either side of the ball. Micah Rowland had 1. Yuki Adams again with the goal. He finished with 1 shot in the first half. Hunter Huber with 1. Johnson with 1. And also Doyer with 1. Fitzgibbon with 1 as well. So that's where you stand in the first half, as the Quakers lead at 1-0. After today, we mentioned the Quakers will be on the road. They will travel to Anderson coming up in just 3 days. Coming up on Saturday, that will be a 3:30 kickoff time again from Anderson. And then mark it down in your calendar. The Quakers back here for their final 2 contests of the regular season, as they'll play Hanover October 18th at 3:30, and then Franklin will come to town on October 21st. That, too, is a 3:30 start time. And as always, if you have any questions about when the Quakers play, you can always check out Earlham's website at goearlham.com. Want to remind you, the volleyball team will be in action, as we said, in the first half later tonight. Big one for the Quakers this evening. If you get a chance to come out to the Athletics and Wellness Center, they love your support. As again, we'll get things underway at 7:30 this evening, as the Quakers will look to continue to play well in conference plays. They've won 2, and they certainly played well their last time there. They knocked off Franklin in straight sets and almost made it look just about too easy on Saturday, as they'll be back in action tonight as well. And you can also check out the game notes of tonight's matchup on goearlham.com. We're at halftime as Earlham leads this one 1-0. See if the Quakers can continue to play well in the second half. Boy, this would be a big win for the Quakers here today, as we mentioned, coming into this afternoon's matchup. The Quakers at 1-1-1, and this would give them their second win of the conference season and would put them actually ahead of Defiance in the standings with a win here today, as the Yellow Jackets would fall to 2-2, and everyone trying to at least keep on the tails of Transylvania and Hanover, both those teams undefeated in conference play at 3-0. Your second half coming up in a moment. Stay right there on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime scoreboard. Earlham 1, Defiance 0. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
As we prepare now for the second half, as the Quakers and the Yellow Jackets ready to get this one underway in the second half of play, wanted to mention that the Earlham women are defeating Defiance 3-0 in their contest. If we get a final, we will pass that along to you before we're out of here this afternoon. Well, the Yellow Jackets frustrated a little bit, I think, from an offensive standpoint in the first half. Their head coach, really Jordan Valentine, giving it to his team a little bit there at halftime, trying to get them going, as the Quakers, again, the aggressors, after the kickoff here in the second half. Doyer, Gustafson at midfield, and if nothing is there, being patient, will bring it now to Johnson in the near side. And Well, the one thing you don't want to do is settle back and play too non-aggressive. The Quakers had used that to their advantage in the first half, and they're hoping to keep that going here in the second half. We'll see Huber always work that right side, and Earlham will make him chase a little bit here. Good strategy to open up this second half of play. Nico Manny taking a look, and they're jumbled up there in the middle. He'll take a shot at who might be there as Yuki Adams there for a moment. Here is Micah Rowland here deep in the corner. Rowland looking back to the inside. This one curving and right in front as Fitzgibbon was there, and it goes right to Musgrave. Fitzgibbon, he was going one-on-one with Dante Mosley. And the Quakers almost got their second goal. That was a nice ball on the near side as it went to the right post, and Fitzgibbon waiting there. Back the other way is Casto, unable to come up with it. The Quakers hustling back once again on defense back there for the Quakers, Liam Ferguson. We will have a throw-in. I think that's going to be Mosley once again on the throw-in as in the starting lineup in the second half, as that will carry him away and then wide to the right, as there for the Yellow Jackets was Sutton. We're going to mention getting the start in the second half was Juan Olvera. He is one of now, 4 freshmen we've seen with significant playing time for the Yellow Jackets in this matchup here this afternoon. So the Yellow Jackets a good look for the first time in the second half. There is Sutton looking for a ball at midfield. Yuki Adams went down. He and DeBellier got hooked up there at the midfield circle. Here is Andrew Brown. Jacob Regula, who got hurt in the first half, also starting in the second half as Defiance trying to find a combination here that'll get this offense going. Here is Johnson looking ahead to Micah Rowland. Chasing that one down will be Andrew Brown as he'll send it back out top, as again Nicholas Dye there for the Quakers going opposite side, and once again for the Quakers Fitzgibbon. He along with Mosley battling for that ball deep in the corner. Mosley got hurt as this one sent toward Rowland with a header, and reaching up is Musgrave, and Musgrave with the save. And we have a player down as we're watching in the corner. The player, I think that's going to be Mosley. He had hurt his right hand and he had went down. I think they may be calling a couple of trainers over, and they will, so we'll check him out. We'll take a quick break on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Just over 41 minutes remaining in this one. Quakers on top, 1-0.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters. A division of Richmond Power and Light.
By the way, the player injured coming out, and so there is a change, and the original starter, Nick Starosta, will be in. Starosta out of Wixom, Michigan, back in the lineup as the Yellow Jackets losing Dante Mosley, and they'll be shifting. They moved over Alvardo. To the near side, or was that third? That's actually going to be 35, which is Olvera. Will move now to the far side. Good tackle there by Andrew Brown. Quakers able to stop that attack once again. Doyle here to midfield. Gustafson will send that one with the left foot, picked up now by Musgrave. And we are 5 minutes in here to the second half. Musgrave looking for Sutton at midfield as Sutton trying to get it away from Fitzgibbon. Here is Fitzgibbon. Gula was there for the Yellow Jackets, and that'll be cleared out of bounds as Bennett Pack there, as the Quakers get a quick throw, and they want to try to get something quick here if they can. And is Doyer looking to the middle, and Yuki Adams back out front, and here is Johnson. Johnson didn't get a good kick on that one as he's looking right side in the box. Here's Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon stops and pokes that one toward Musgrave, who will grab that one in midair, and Musgrave sends it back the other way. Meester at midfield as the Quakers have 4 maroon jerseys back, and again, no attack put together by the Yellow Jackets. Manny will send this one again past midfield. The Yellow Jackets able to come up with it. That'll be a foul call on Sutton. Got a push on Gustafson from behind, and again the Quakers back on offense. Here's Ferguson. Line drive kick intended for Dye. And it'll come all the way back again to Ferguson. Near side Rowland. Dye comes over, goes between 2 defenders, able to again have a throw-in after that ball went out of play as Dye sends that one to the far post and able to quickly get over for the Yellow Jackets, but it did go out of bounds as Earlham will come back with it. It was, what was it? Offsides. So the Yellow Jackets, they call it offsides, and we'll come back now to Starosta here to the near side as Casto battling one-on-one with Johnson. And they will call that against Starosta. Here's Johnson now for the Quakers. Just at the top of the box, Micah Rowland with the header, and a very soft one here off the left side of the box, and waiting for that one is Musgrave. Musgrave, not a very clean kick as the Yellow Jackets again will have Olvera there, and a collision will send Hunter Huber to the pitch. And coming out will be Manny there for the Quakers. By the way, Huber did get back up. He is okay. As the ball played once again to midfield, and the Yellow Jackets still unable to solve this Earlham defense, and Nicola Manny here in the second half, and again unable to clear that one to the near side as Casto can't catch up with it, and another throw-in. Again at midfield is Doyer there along with Yuki Adams. Here is Meester high in the air, and again back for the Quakers, Liam Ferguson. Ferguson trying to clear it again here on the near side with Micah Rowland. Doyer will find Dye here on the near side, keeps it in play, and eventually Micah Rowland. Intended for Dye past midfield, and we'll go back and forth as again the Quakers able to stop the attack. Here's Rowland. Doyer back to Rowland, and ball kept in play. Starosta there for the Yellow Jackets, and they still have not been able to mount any real serious offensive attack so far here this afternoon. Hall past midfield, near side Meester. This guy right here, Hall, I would imagine the one guy they really got to try to find somehow to get him more involved. You know, Hall 4 goals and 4 assists as the Yellow Jackets at the top and cleared out again. Michael Black there for the Quakers. Here's Hall again. A good ball, but waiting for that one is Nico Manny again. Hall's been quiet. We mentioned Christian Meester, 5 goals. He leads the team in goals. He has not had a very good look this afternoon. Sutton is also another player that's been quiet. That is Sutton at midfield, and DeBelle there dumping behind, and Sutton unable to come up with that one as Yuki Adams the takeaway, and with the left foot kicks it wide to the right. So now the Yellow Jackets back on the counterattack. What can they do right here? Time will be a factor relatively soon. We still have a lot of soccer to be played at 34, but the way the Quakers have played, not only the possession game today, but they've also done a nice job, as we've alluded to all day long defensively. It could be a long second half for Defiance as Manny puts this one back in play. Micah Rowland slipping down to his Starosta. Here's Rowland near side as Dye, and Dye with the left foot, and he goes to the right post and just a little bit wide to the right. I don't think Nicholas got that clean even on the attempt on the dribble, as he had to switch from the right foot to the left foot, but it was still a pretty good look as Musgrave will put it back into play. Well, that'd been a huge goal right there for the Quakers. Musgrave to midfield. There's Yuki Adams taking it away from Sutton. And Ferguson, I'm going to take that back. That's going to be Huber with a takeaway again, as Huber trying to battle for that loose ball to the far sideline, and Huber will put it in play, throw in, after it went out of bounds. Adams tried that little tap with a back foot. Pretty fancy. Maybe the United States would have used that in the World Cup more, huh? I'm in. Still got cheated. 32, just over 32 minutes remaining. Here's Dye. Ball high in the air, Rowland on the far post, but there is Starosta again, able a little bit taller than Rowland, and Starosta able to reach up and head that one out of play. So the Yellow Jackets will go back on offense. We're going to see Dante Mosley come in. He did not start in the second half. So Mosley is in. Coming out will be Starosta. Yellow Jackets had made a couple of changes to begin the second half. Mosley didn't start. Did he start? He didn't start, did he? Oh, did he? Oh, that's right, yeah. But they did start number 35, Olvera, and they also started number 36, Regula, in the second half, and Regula's still in as well. Thank you. So the Quakers, here's Adams on the turn. He goes down, and there's your foul call as Adams made a nice move back to the inside. Quakers will have a kick here from the spot of the foul, and they'll leave that up to Hunter Huber. We're going to see Vojt Tatojevic coming back in just a couple of minutes, I believe. Toy is running the sidelines next to the Earlham bench, as this one just to the left of Musgrave, and a good kick again by Yuki Adams. Boy, how that one got through everyone, I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what, Musgrave, he had to lay out full bore on that one just to make sure it was going to continue to go wide to the left, as the Yellow Jackets again got to get something going here as Castro to the far side, cuts to the inside. We'll find now Sutton. Here is Sutton. Sutton lifting high and right in front of the keeper, Manny. Got a hand on it, but he got some help from behind. And it may have been Liam Ferguson, and it was. It was Ferguson who was playing right behind Nico Manny, who was able to keep that one out of the goal. I'll tell you, good job again by Ferguson. We have another change now for the Yellow Jackets as coming out of their lineup. Is that right, Gula? 35. That's going to be 35, which is Juan Olvera. So Olvera comes out, and that's, let's see, who's that number? 14? Adam Ordell has now checked in for the Yellow Jackets. We have not seen Ordell so far here today, a junior out of Lima, Ohio. And we are coming up on 29 minutes now to go in this one. Quakers holding on 1-0. DeBelle to the near side once again to Regula. Johnson on the chase, as is Liam Ferguson. And Ferguson, boy, he clipped Casto. And we'll see another change. We had mentioned Voya coming in for the Quakers, and coming out of the lineup will be Fitzgibbon. And coming up on the 28-minute mark, as you see Nico Manny put that one high in the air all the way to midfield. And DeBelle there for the Yellow Jackets, as Mosley, he catches that one right in the chops as the ball comes loose. And the Yellow Jackets trying to go back again. Mosley didn't have that one affect him very long, as he was quickly back involved in the play there for Defiance. And he has the throw-in now for the Yellow Jackets. Here is Sutton. Sutton with the left leg knocked down by Ferguson, and stretching out again is Manny there for the Quakers. And another attempt by Defiance. They come up empty, but it started there with, again, Liam Ferguson. He stopped the first attempt and really gave Nico Manny a chance to regroup and position himself back where he needed to be, as the Quakers again. Ball sent to the far side. Mosley unable to catch up with it, and the Quakers have a throw-in. Earlham generally relies on Hunter Hubert to put that ball in play, as Yuki Adams in control, as he'll tap it again to Huber with the left leg, and that'll go high and wide. And Earlham gives it up once again. We'll see another change for the Quakers, as coming in will be Sam Plinky, the sophomore out of Hilliard, Ohio. First time we have seen Sam so far here today, as Yuki Adams will take a much needed rest. Ferguson back again for the Quakers on defense. That one goes deep in the corner, and it will go out of play. And a throw-in now for the Quakers. They're going to bring it back up a little bit, move Johnson back a few yards. As the last to touch it was Jaron Casto there for the Yellow Jackets. So Johnson again, a quick throw-in here to the near side, and it goes out of play. And now Defiance with a throw-in here, as we are almost 20 minutes into the second half, and neither team able to score here in the second half. Our first goal came within the first 3 minutes. Doyer putting a right leg into that one. That's a 50-50 ball available, as continues to go back and forth. This time Johnson to midfield. DeBelle there for the Yellow Jackets will try to go back on the counterattack. He and Sutton there, as Sutton Sutton sends it ahead, and there again is Nicola Manny for the Quakers. Everything that they have tried to do has been long range. The Yellow Jackets have been unable to get anything within striking distance. It would make much of a difference, at least from the entire match standpoint. They've just been thwarted here today by Earlham's defense. Here's Rowland. Rowland working it back to the middle. Rowland with the right leg and just wide to the left again. Rowland had another good look. Another change again, as we will see Defiance bringing in Ahmad Khalil, number 26. And leaving the match will be Jaron Casto, number 3. Ahmad Khalil's out of Hilliard, Ohio. As again, the Yellow Jackets trying to really find a combination that's going to work for them so far here today. They just have had nothing go their way on offense. It's been pretty obvious that Earlham's defense has been the key here today, and of course the keeping of Nicola Manny. Yellow Jackets are going to quickly put it in play. There's Micah Rowland for the Quakers. Regula now on the near side with a throw-in. Back header attempt by Hall. I'm not sure who he thought was going to be there, as that is not even close. Off the right leg of Khalil. And so the Yellow Jackets come up empty, yet one more possession. You know, the one thing Defiance, we mentioned this early in the first half, they have been aggressive. We saw the amount of fouls that they had, 9 at the end of the first half. They just haven't been able to be more aggressive on the offensive end, but they get a takeaway here at midfield. Here's Meester. Meester looking back to the middle, and tell you what, Liam Ferguson able to stop the attack again. Quakers, Gustafson there again for the Quakers. They have just been able to stop everything that Defiance has been trying. Here's Meester. Gustafson again. Another takeaway. Boy, in the middle, you just can't get it past Gustafson and Liam Ferguson. Quakers come up short on the pass, taken away as the Yellow Jackets. Mosley with the takeaway. Mosley again on the left side. Adam Ordell stays in the lineup, playing in the middle, as that ball goes to the far sideline, right in front of the Defiance bench. This one is lifted toward the middle and goes wide to the right. Meester was running it down the middle, but the attempt was a little bit too far ahead of him. Ahmad Khalil was the one who had set that one in place and tried to find Meester down the middle. Played again in Earlham territory as the Yellow Jackets try to get into position, as that's knocked out of bounds by Hunter Huber. And we will have a corner now for the Yellow Jackets. That is going to be Milas Sutton. Put it in play himself as the ball knocked high in the air. Michael Black, we've mentioned his name a lot today, and boy, Ferguson and Gustafson have played well into the defensive end here in the second half. Ball at the top of the box, look out right side, and Manny able to get the save off the shot attempt by Christian Meester on the near side. Meester had a pretty good look. Yellow Jackets again. Quakers unable to clear it out of their own end. Ball back again to midfield, right at the circle. Let's see how the Yellow Jackets will try to attack this one. They try to go back to the near side to Meester. Gustafson able to knock that one away, clears midfield. Bennett Pack is back there. The Quakers Nicholas Dye head of the field, unable to come up with that possession as the defenseman Andrew Brown there for the Yellow Jackets. Unable to get that one in the middle of the field once again. Jacob Rygula, not a good pass. As Doyer here to the near side and Rygula battling for the loose ball. Here's Micah Rowland. Rowland has that one taken away by Rygula. He'll send it downfield and it goes out of play. And the Quakers regain possession as Liam Ferguson will put it in play. Yuki Adams is going to come back in, and we will see Jeremy Doyer leave the lineup. Adams again picking up his first goal of the season. And that's where we stand, 1-0 here in the second half. That is Micah Rowland. Johnson, right leg. Ball available again. Whoever wants this one, there's Mosley boxing his man out. That was Boya there for the Quakers. Tatarovich unable to come up with it. Here is Sutton. Sutton. Will he get a good look this time? Sutton in the box trying to get by the defender, and it goes out of play as the double team came over. You had Michael Black there. Also, Hunter Huber was there. We will see another change coming into the lineups. Number 33, Hunter Kaufman, will be checking in for the Yellow Jackets. And leaving the lineup, kind of a surprise here, Christian Meester, number 9, coming out. So a corner here for the Yellow Jackets. And we know the leg already of Liam Hall as he lifts this one high in the air. He'll go far post, and Micah Rowland there. The bicycle kick attempt that time no good, though, by Ahmad Khalil. Ball stays in the attacking third. There's the header right into the awaiting arms of Nicola Manny, and not a very good attempt there by Andrew Brown. Brown couldn't just get enough on that one as we have made it down to the 18-minute mark now here in the second half. Quakers have not been the aggressor as much offensively here in the second half. Here's Nicholas Dye. Dye back to the middle. Good footwork as he will look for his teammate Tatarovich in the middle. Tatarovich went to the right. The ball went back up the middle. Quakers able to keep the possession, though, as here's Gustafson once again. Taps that one to Micah Rowland. Little give and go to Rowland to the near side. Almost a near tackle coming out, and that is a collision between Musgrave and a teammate of his who went down, and he went down hard. As coming back was Andrew Brown. Musgrave taking out his own teammate, and the Quakers have a corner. The wave will come from the right. Let's see where this ball will be placed by Micah Rowland. Will he go near post or far post? Rowland. He's going to go far post on this one, and reaching up will be Musgrave as he took it away. The attack coming from Gustafson on that right side. And again, the Quakers unable to get anything off the corner. Here's a takeaway. Here's Adam Ordell. Ordell, nice dribble, coming back to the middle, and there is Michael Black for the Quakers. Rygula to the near side. This one is struck to the right. Not a good kick that time by Hunter Kaufman as it goes out of play. So now we come up on the 16-minute mark here in the second half. Well, you begin to wonder if you're Defiance, unless you get something here relatively quick. I would imagine the Quakers can play much more possession soccer here the rest of the way, though I'd like to see them not to be at least too much more conscious of the scoreboard and just keep playing like they did in the first half, as that is kicked wide to the right. We will see a new player come in as Brady Bubb will come in for the Quakers. We haven't seen Bubb the entire afternoon, as this will go out of bounds. Bennett Pack with a throw in here on the near side. Quakers again, Micah Rowland. Going hard was DeBella on the near side, and we have a foul call against the Quakers. It went out of bounds with the foul called on Earlham. And here's Liam Hall again. Hall has again been very good. He had maybe one kick so far that hasn't been a good ball, as this one is headed by Gustafson, knocked all the way back outside. Good job again by the Quakers. Gustafson able to get that ball out of there again. Here he is one more time as Hall gets it inside, and Manny to the left, and he had the attacker Brown coming in from his left as well, and that'll go wide to the left. And we will see more changes now, as coming in number 9 and number 3 for Defiance. That'll be Casto and Meester. They will leave. Khalil will come out, and also coming out of the lineup will be Adam Ordell. I believe Ordell's going to stay in, so 26 and 33 coming out. That'll be Khalil and Kaufman both coming out for the Yellow Jackets. Here come the Quakers leading inside, and just a little bit wide to the right. They had an offsides, though, it looked like, against Brady Bubb. That was a nice pass to Bubb to the inside. We mentioned Brady coming in for the first time today. Brady out of Fort Wayne Lures High School. He is a sophomore. Musgrave again to midfield as Bubb able to get a nice leg on that one to keep it alive. Here is Dye back to the middle. Good ball movement to the outside and just wide to the left. And we will have a corner again for the Quakers, this time from the far side. I was going to say keep it here on the near side. That'll stay with Micah Rowland. 13 minutes now remaining here in the second half. Micah went far post the last time. This time top of the box. Bubb looking to tap that one to his right. He had Gustafson there, but the pass was off the mark. Here's Micah left of the box, and we've got an offsides again. So the Quakers will rely back on their defense yet again as Musgrave puts a nice ball into Earlham territory. Ferguson trying to hustle back. Nicola Manny again able to clear it back to midfield. Boy, you have to be impressed the way the Quakers, though they've been a little more conservative here in the second half. The way they've defended, that has not been conservative, just the offensive attack. Here's Dye. Dye. 4 defensive players back, and that's going to go wide. Had Bubb ahead of him, but he decided to take a shot at it anyway. Another change now for the Yellow Jackets. 16 is in and 14 is out, so we'll see Alex Moore come in. And Adam Ordell will come out. 11:35 remaining in this one. Nice takeaway, Hunter Huber. Quakers back on the counterattack into the attacking third, and that'll go out of bounds. Boy, it was there. Sliding on the defensive side was Bennett Pack trying to clean that one away. Well, the Quakers now 11 minutes away. Boy, this would be a huge win today for Earlham. They battled through the injuries early in the season and just trying to get things going, and they have struggled in many ways, but they put things together so far here today, and boy, staying with it. It all matters what you're doing in conference play. I know they lost a lot of games out of conference, but those don't matter. Here's a throw in by Johnson. All about the HCAC and getting their goalie back, Nicola Manny, as you see Liam Ferguson went down. He took one in the nose, and I think he'll be all right. Bob Ferguson, I know that clock, let that thing run, and get another foul called on Defiance. I would imagine at this point they'll probably pick that intensity up a little bit more. They've got to get the ball back and try to put that pressure back on the Quakers. And Nicola Manny way outside his comfort zone as Yuki Adams, he goes down, got clipped that time by Sutton. Adams stays down. Adams able to get up. He was banged up earlier, but this worked out well for the Quakers the last time he got hurt. He came back immediately and scored the game's only goal back in the early portions of the first half. So the Quakers have a corner, and that will be Yuki Adams who will put it in play for the Quakers. This is the first time we've gone that side for the corner, so Adams will do the duties with the left foot. Rowland is always on the near side. That's a header by Rowland, knocked away, and that one into the awaiting arms as Boya got a right foot on that one as Musgrave able to come up with the save again. Sends this one deep, intended for Mosley on the near side, and Mosley can't keep it in play. Back into the Quaker lineup, number 22, which is Drew Fitzgibbon. Voya will sit down. Quakers have a throw-in here as Rowland unable to keep it in play, and a throw-in again by Mosley. Johnson back again to midfield. Bub chasing, can't come up with it. Here comes DeBellier to the near side once again to Mosley. Mosley tripped up by Johnson, and that's going to be what they call here on the near side. That's going to go against the Quakers. So here is Sutton who will put it in play. Now you can kind of tell already Defiance trying to pick things up. The wave will come from the left. This time with Hall, he won't have to put as much leg into this one as he has before, as he will go directly at Yuki Adams, and Adams knocks it away. Good job by Yuki. Quakers with a takeaway. Yuki went down again, I think, and he's hurt. Here's Nicholas Dye. Dye in the box, stops. Can he size him up with the left foot? And with the right hand, Musgrave able to knock that one high in the air. And we will stop the clock at 7:39 as Yuki Adams came up limping. We're going to see a change here as the Quakers will have a corner. Micah Rowland, and a yellow card will be called. I think they got Sutton. So Milas Sutton called for our first yellow card of the day. And again, it'll be Micah Rowland on the corner. Well, they started the corner and they didn't start the clock, so they're going to make them do it over again. Put that back at 7:39. So now they'll get it going once again as Rowland again. Let's see if he'll work it out front. He will. The header, and high in the air off the header by Gustafson in the waiting arms of Musgrave. There's Adams again. Adams recovering quickly there at midfield. There's Michael Black, the defense for the Quakers, coming up a little bit higher again to stop that attack at midfield. Ball will come again to the near side. Quakers wanted a foul call right there as Nicholas Dye went down. No whistle. Here's Bub. Bub sizing up the defender, and that too will sail high in the air and go out of play. Last touched by Liam Hall. So the Quakers will have another corner as we will see another change by both teams. Number 22 is coming in now for the Yellow Jackets. That is Quinlan Armstrong. He will replace Dante Mosley. Quakers will see Bub leave, and they've brought Doyer back in, I believe, as this is a corner again by Rowland. Here is the right leg by Adams, unable to get that one going. And once again, Doyer will put a left leg in, waiting for that one as Musgrave. By the way, the women's soccer team leading 3-0, 7:20 left in regulation. Goals by Lamenzo, Miller, and Smith. Well, that freshman class for the women's soccer team, they are strong. They needed offense from last year, and they've gotten it. And Lamenzo might be one of the better players you're going to see by the time her career is over. Ferguson hustling back on defense, and it's taken away. Ball centered and then knocked away by Michael Black. That's a good effort there by Meester, who almost got it back from Liam Ferguson. Women's soccer team, boy, they're able to make a whole change with their ability to score now, as we will have a throw in here on the near side. And there is Ferguson again. Boy, if you want a defensive player of the game in the second half, it may be Liam Ferguson. Gula's checked back in. That'll go against Nicholas Dye, and now you can tell that the Yellow Jackets in a little more hurry as Andrew Brown started to approach that ball, and now it'll be Musgrave at midfield under the 5-minute mark. Yellow Jackets knocked down as Dye again took that one off his back. And here is Sutton looking to the top. Ball again caroms back out front. Yuki Adams there. Here is Hall once again. And for the Quakers, Gustafson. Ball back again to midfield, and that'll be an offsides against the Quakers as Nicholas Dye ahead of it. Was it an arm ball? Oh, man. Is it an arm ball? Handball? That's the arm. You pointed here. Is this an arm or is this a hand? Free kick here by Musgrave. Boy, nice ball again by Musgrave as Nico Manny out to grab that one. Ball near side. Here's Micah Rowland. Yuki Adams back to Rowland. Rowland got hit from behind, and he went down. He took a shot from behind, and another foul call, this time on Quinlan Armstrong. And we are coming up on the 3-minute mark in this one. This would be a huge win, as I said, for the Quakers heading to Anderson coming up on Saturday. And Anderson, they're playing well here early in the year. 3:25 remaining. Anderson at 2-1. And here's the kick by Rowland, and the header. Oh, that was awful close that time as Andrew Brown has that one go out of play, and we've stopped the clock again. So we'll reset it at 3:17 as the Quakers have another corner. Micah Rowland, once again, he's been busy here in the second half. Rowland, a line drive kick in the box, and clearing it away is Brown. Rowland again here to the near side. Nice job to the end line as that one again knocked away by Brown. And it'll go out of bounds here, and we should have another corner by the Quakers, and we will. Rowland again as we made it under the 3-minute mark. Quakers have 5 players standing around the midfield circle. They're going to be playing this on the defensive side more than anything right now, as here is Fitzgibbon. Went back to the middle. And here come the Yellow Jackets. They'll go to the middle of the field again. DeBellier, and the official went down. He got drilled. And they will stop the clock, and we have not seen something like that happen in a while. And he is hurt. We will take a quick timeout right here on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard Quakers lead at 1-0.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Drive in for the win and drive out with savings. It's a savings drive only at Wetzel Ford. Choose from our huge selection and drive away with a win. Right now, you can lease a 2017 Fusion S for only $249 a month for 36 months. Or lease a 2018 Flex for only $339 a month for 36 months. Or save over $4,500 and get 1.9% APR for 60 months on our huge selection of F-150 XLTs. Drive in for great savings during the Savings Drive at Wetzel Ford Richmond.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
By the way, the official has been helped off of the pitch here this afternoon as, again, the Quakers, there you see the time remaining and your score. So they will be working with the two officials right now. When they get it started now, two of them have now left. So they're going to get the necessary changes in our last 2 minutes of this one. By the way, the women's soccer team now leading 4-0 over Defiance. We'll get a final on that, I'm sure, here relatively soon. That is a final now. So the women's soccer team winning 4-0 over Defiance. The women's tennis team leading Mount St. Joe 2-1. So the women's tennis team now on top of that one again, 2-1. We will take one more time out. We will come back as we wait for the officials to make the changes they need to make, and then we will be ready to go in just a couple of moments. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
The 2 remaining officials now have made the necessary adjustments, as we will see one now come in and finish this off here in the second half as, again, the Quakers now lead this one 1-0. So we're back underway, just over 2 minutes remaining. Delay of about 5 minutes or so to make sure the official was able to get off the pitch, and he had to be helped off, so we haven't seen that happen. I don't think we've ever seen it happen. Quakers again as that one wide to the right, and we have made it under 2 minutes. Yuki Adams will now have a corner from the right side. Again, Micah Rowland handles the corners from the left side. Earlham will play it safe, put it in play now to Fitzgibbon. And again, try to ball control here. So the ball went out of play, and now the Yellow Jackets go back on offense. Sutton with the left leg just kicks it out of bounds. He was looking downfield. He had a teammate there, but Alex Moore was waiting, couldn't get it to him. So here's where the Quakers can use a lot of time. Here is the header by Adams, sending that one deep. And will eventually go past the end line as we are coming up on to 1 minute remaining in this one. And again, for the Quakers, this would be a huge, huge home win for Earlham here this afternoon. Again, Adams in the corner to Fitzgibbon. And again, it goes out of bounds, almost a replica of what we saw just a moment ago. This time it stays in play. Gustafson there for the Quakers. Back to Adams. Quakers able to return it back into Defiance territory, and a throw in again by Sutton. And we're down to our final 25 seconds remaining here this afternoon. It looks like Earlham is going to walk away with a huge win here today. The goal happening early in this one. And this is going to do it. So the Quakers will watch this one count down. As Manny steps up, grabs that one, and it is a final. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers win here this afternoon 1-0. We'll come back and put a wrap on this one. This has been Earlham Men's Soccer, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
As we wrap it up here this afternoon, by the way, the Quakers outshot Defiance 26-10, including 17-6 in the second half. Earlham also had 10 corners. Defiance with just 3. So the Quakers get a huge win here this afternoon. Huge from the standpoint as Earlham now 2-1-1 in the conference. Defiance will fall to 2-2. So Earlham will jump ahead of Defiance in the HCAC standings, and you can check out those standings after the action here this afternoon on GoEarlham.com. The Quakers travel to Anderson coming up on Saturday. That will begin at 3:30, and then they'll be back here on October 18th against Hanover, and that'll also be a 3:30 start time. Final score again on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard: Earlham 1 and Defiance 0. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Men's Soccer and Radio Troy Digital Sports.